Konnichiwa. How's everyone doing tonight? I spent all night setting up the table that I needed to fix, etc., etc. I think I've got everything set up where I can actually properly use the new PC now. Hopefully that's true. We'll find out. I'm going to mute myself for a second and try listening to see if the game is properly at a normal volume, because I know with the new PC that's kind of wacky. Hi, Glass. And yeah, I'm muted. I muted myself so you wouldn't hear the feedback. I was trying to listen to the... Oh, mute that. I muted myself to test the game audio type stuff. A lot of the sound things have been wonky with the new PC, and I think that's because it doesn't have built-in audio speakers, so I don't know what it goes off of for how loud it decides to make stuff. Tell me how I sound compared to the game as I do stuff here. Like, can you hear me over all this? No table? No, I did set up the table, but I needed to... I went out and a friend recommended I get the Shinji UI flicker as you change settings. My friend recommended, since it didn't fit the holes properly, that I go get a larger washer to hold it in place, and game is louder than you by a bit. It seems to turn a lot of the settings to be really, or the audio is really high by default because I have no built-in speakers. I also made it so the bear is even slower than you might remember. The bear is super slow now. If I remember, you killing me, Sasha. Am I, though? Killing you how? From being small? From sounding horrible? Is the sound way too loud for you? Remember, we didn't go into this room. Oh no, the bear! Thud. So we didn't go to over here. The cannery and like the executive offices. But so does the sound good now? Oh good lord, the cat just jumped on this chair.
I'm sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Good lord.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
Yeah, but their quotas is just bullying people. Okay, good night. Good night, class. Mitzi, don't you be scratching stuff. Will they care if I go back here? Just keep looking for anything not nailed down that I can take. I can move the microphone slightest bit closer to me. Surprisingly, no loot. Lower the game volume a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Okay, it's already at like 25%. So that's 15% right there. I should really try setting it up so that I can listen to stuff before stream. I was in such a rush to start stream since I started so late. Why? I'm tiny! Don't throw things at the tiny cat! Ridiculous. The bear. I put a cooldown on the bear just because it takes up so much of the screen. Oh god, and the controller's messing up. Changing it doesn't seem to change the volume. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the goth redeem. Go like that. I wonder what would change the volume then. Do I change the volume by lowering... Like, do I lower my headset volume? Oh god, you can see the green outline around my character there. That's not supposed to happen. Or my model. I would say an OBS. Fair enough. That actually makes sense. Okay, I'll turn the audio back up then, but I will limit it to like minus 45 decibels. Hey there, Neon. How you doing tonight? I love the person's just draped over its side like, oh no! I'm not used to the other laptop being to my right instead of my left. I should see if I should set it up the other way somehow. Doing good watching Hunter x Hunter with your best friend. Nice, nice, nice. I need to clear any redeems near the end of the stream. I will absolutely forget. Absolutely. I'll turn volume back up in game. I limited the audio in OBS though. I turned it to like minus 45 decibels, so it can't go past that. I think there's enough pro redeems for a proper test. Sounds good. Terror on Monarch with Ruth Bellamy, Salicon Helen, Spencer Woolrick as Chief of the Savages. He actually looks like Phineas from yesterday, the guy that got me out of the cryopod, featuring real monsters from the doomed world. Okay, so how is the volume now that I capped it? Da 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 shooting da da da. So I haven't gone in there. It's now super quiet, the game volume. I only reduced it by a bit. Like literally by like 5 decibels. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself so I can listen. So that's more normal then? Because that's capped at minus 40 decibels, where it was at minus 35 at the very start, where you guys said it was too low. I'm raising it to like 37? Hopefully I only have to do this with the sound like once, and then hopefully all games will be like around that sound. But I highly doubt it. Ridiculous! But yeah, so with the tables, first we had an issue where the box didn't look like it had any of the bolts or washers. Heck yeah, today's the Summer Games Fest. Does that mean deals? Discounts? Free games? But yeah, it turned out the FedEx guy, when he carried the huge box with the table in it up to our house, the taped on package with the stuff dropped onto our front lawn. He didn't notice. So then I spent so long being annoyed by it, and then I find out it's literally just laying out front when I go out to walk my dog. Ridiculous, FedEx, ridiculous. More like E3. Okay. I haven't paid attention to E3 in years. I used to pay a lot of attention to it when I was young. Nowadays, not so much. $12. E3 is replaced by Summer Games Fest. Oh, because E3 was cancelled. Okay, that actually makes sense. Let's go back to normal size. At least you still got the bits, even though those should have been in the box. Okay, so I haven't gone into the cannery / offices.
Just be a minute.
The next minute comes out of your pay.
Next one comes out of your pay.
Imagine being such a stickler for a single minute of work time, because I feel like that guy's not going to work that hard for that minute. Ooh, tremor cleaver. That might be stronger than the weapon I'm currently using. No. Okay. And I know we didn't go into there with the priest, who they call the Vicar, which makes me think of cigar. I wonder if we can smoke him. Pew, 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 pew. Pretty sure we can't smoke him like that, but the whole city would hate me for it. No, one sec. It was cancelled because a lot of big companies pulled out, so they decided to cancel this year. Why did the big companies pull out? Was there some sort of drama I don't know about? Thank you for the fish. Distract the bears from earlier. I feel like I should get a taller chair for sitting in. This one feels odd. Oh god, I'm over encumbered already. Because they found out it'd be cheaper to do it themselves. None of this is stealing, thankfully. I kind of want to break these items down into parts. I think there was a bench over here. I think by the engineer person, or at least her place. Oh god, this is slow. If I drop stuff, will it drop on the floor? Break down. Oh, I can just break down random stuff. Tech skills, but only 3 armor. I'm keeping that chef hat. A riot control helmet seems better than even this piecemeal thing. Light gear sufficient for all light grade 3 tasks. Who else would make this but Spacer's Choice? Pass. PlayStation did their presentation earlier this week. Summer Games Fest is all Xbox and PC. Person excited for the Tokyo Game Show later this year. Capcom usually announces their next Monster Hunter. Fair enough. Hi there, Tattles. How are you doing tonight? I think I've got the new PC up and running, so other than sound issues that seem to stem from it, I might be able to keep using this. Cobbled exosuit, rebuilt mining gear. Stealth skills. This is 1 more armor, but I'd rather up my stealth skills. And this has a lot of armor. Thank you for checking in, Tattles. Capcom is entered in SGF. And then we just scrap all these dumb things, like shears and shovels, for weapon parts for repairing my actual good stuff. Price weapon, it's like a normal rake, only smaller, and with claws. Claw rake. This pistol's good against armor. Just vibing. Hope all is well. Hello, Seer, Hurl, Crow. All is well so far. Some chaos earlier with trying to set up everything for stream, but what can you do? 40 damage per hit. 50 damage per hit. Oh, and it swings fast. Okay, I should still be able to run now. Let's go talk to the Vicar. Okay, just our normal resident. Who's here to confess their sins? OSI vial? It didn't say it was stealing, that's why I instantly grabbed it. I saw a guy sitting at the desk there.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too
Who is this
often.
gossip at the church?
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You
Oh
ain't
god,
got
just
to
instantly to the
are
worst. So
you?
far audio is good, I'm waiting for dialogue or combat
What?
before I'm happy.
No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
Sus.
I must be on my way.
Verity to you. So you check your Discord DMs, though the company's lined up at Summer Games Fest. I don't know what the OSI is, if it's like something science, because these people are all about science. Do you want to see too, Sasha? What is it? All the companies lined up? I'm not particularly interested in the companies lined up. I am interested in the games themselves, though. So if you have like a list of the games that are coming out or that they're going to be talking about, then that I would totally be curious about. So this is the new Vicar that they said doesn't seem to be too happy to be here.
You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service.
If they
Or
worship
Vicar
unitology,
Max,
get
if
out.
your
True
disorder
that.
prefers
We already
brevity.
played Dead Space 1.
I so rarely get new people to talk to.
Why
Name
can you
your
see the
poison.
green outline
Anything at
around
all.
my model?
Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
I'm using the spout capture that it told me to do. Should I add a chroma filter? Even though I'm not supposed to? Let's go back to the... No, you still kind of see that green outline. Hey Sunny, thanks for checking in. How you doing tonight? Filters. Let's remove that chroma key filter because it's not working. Oi, did you see the goblin? I did not. I have not been paying attention to Discord lately because of all those issues. I really should though, but I am genuinely curious about the goblin. Hold on, I'll go look at them right now. Gotta find out. You did the best you could, but is it good enough? Okay, they do look good, but they seem kind of tall. That's my only problem with it. When I think of a goblin, I think of them being like short and stumpy. But it's still good, it's still good. Other than that, they look well. I like the tattoos and the hairy legs. Just what you'd expect of a goblin. Wonder if I go to VTube, if I go back to using a regular camera through VTube Studio rather than Spout, if there wouldn't be that green outline around my you can't change height sob. What? That's rude. Rarely get new people to talk to, name or poison anything at all. Spiritual counsel, tossball predictions, quickest way out of town. How do you know I'm an outsider? As if it isn't obvious.
Point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts.
Meter feet tiny.
Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal.
And that's probably when they're about to run away, when they feel like a trapped one. And I'm not a butt. That makes one of us. Backtrack. Thought of something else. Seemed quite dismissive of the common man for a spiritual leader.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness.
Oh, is that
in this
why?
town.
Interesting. Pearlibus is going to be there. Is your job to raise that? Gotta be tough. Sounds like you're terrible at your job, Vicar. Back check. Isn't your job to raise that?
Yes, but there are few who hear me.
So he's so dismissive of the people here because none of them actually
I must
believe in the
double my
faith.
efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
I mean, do you just refer to this town as a miserable place?
Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This
Well, he
place
doesn't
is
seem
so
entirely
much more,
horrible since he
and I will
apologizes for the things he
continue my
says as
quest
if
to
he
make it
realizes,
so.
oh, I'm being out of sorts. So look for a power later.
Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my
I knew he
purview.
wouldn't. I have to talk to, like,
I
the
suggest you
mayor
take
of the
such
town.
matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering
CD
wandering
Projekt
around
Red is also going to be
outside
there.
the
That's
safety
good to
of
hear.
town,
I wonder
you
if
must be
they've started
cautious.
something new. Because they did The Witcher and all that. And why is that? And outside, not impressed, and I can handle myself better than Vicar. No, I want to be nice to him. Why is that?
Marauders are about. Though
Oh,
if
they're
you
making a new
are
Witcher?
planning on venturing outside,
Is it about...
I do
It's
have a
not about
proposition
Geralt then?
that
Because
may
I thought
interest
his
you.
story's basically
One
over
of the
now.
reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale.
And I think somewhere in the Emerald Vale,
However,
there
the
was a
collector's
group
residence
that
lies
deserted.
outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have
Pay handsome
overrun
sum for the book. Ooh. A handsome sum, you say? Tell me more. Be after a banned her book. Assume you want to burn it. Some sum, you say? Tell me more.
So you'll consider it? I do appreciate you hearing me out, and your discretion.
I should tell the leader that he's
It's
looking
a
for
handwritten
this.
journal, a faded blue cover with the name M.
Remember where I
Bacot.
saw it if you're serious? Would you be after a banned heretical book? Assume you want to burn it when you get your hands on it. Why'd you be after it?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Seems to me authorities would be interested to hear after contraband. Need to know about this book after I agree. Make compelling argument. I want to know more about it.
It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature
Two new
of
Witcher
man's
games and a new
place in the
Cyberpunk
cosmos.
that will give everything 2077
Not many
promise
in
but
this
failed.
colony could
That seems
understand its
ominous
true
because if the
value.
first one failed, I don't know if I
Should there
100%
be.
tried them. Expect them to do good on the second. Though they did spend time fixing Cyberpunk 2077 from what I know, they never just gave up on it, but they did under-deliver. I'll look for the book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Because he lives in his work office.
Any progress on
Seem pretty concerned about the book. Of course, but I had something I wanted to ask you.
what would you like to discuss?
I thought there was more thing. Yeah, what type of spiritual advice do you offer here?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing.
You're confident they learned from their massive mistake?
How about
Maybe.
work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
I was actually asking... Seriously, that's what you're selling here? I was actually asking about your religion is all about.
The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion. at
Yo,
the
I've got a
beginning of
thunderstorm
time.
roll for me. I had one like
Contentment
2 hours
is found
ago.
By accepting one's role
I haven't heard
without
thunder in the
grand
last hour or
plan.
so, though. Teaches Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the grand plan. What does OSI stand for?
The Order of Scientific Inquiry.
Scientism.
Also known as scientism to the layperson.
OSI, scientism, not very religious sounding. You sure didn't make this up? How do you talk to the Grand Architect? Prayer, meditation, or what? I'm guessing you don't talk to him?
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for
Uh-oh, your
us.
power might go out soon? Uh-oh. Doesn't sound like a very motivational religious philosophy. What's there to aspire to? So what's your part in all this besides counseling? Pretty weak religion. Follow preordained plans. Sounds like a lot of fun. Not very motivational.
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the
Well,
universe,
yeah, that's a
and its
long ways
trajectory,
off, I think.
we will know everything.
If you know
The
everything,
future,
then you won't
the
care.
past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace.
No one will ever need to question their path
No one
again.
will ever
I feel
need
like
question their
people are
path.
just going to question it even more, like, can I change
Some
it,
believe
etc.
This ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves.
Oh, so they think they'll
After
become their own god, basically? Seems unlikely. Really? How does that work? Tell me more. That seems unlikely. How does it work?
Well, first there's the matter of the secret blood rites and animal sacrifices. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Oh, I was excited for a second. I was like,
To
really?
truly understand the
Animal
metaphysics involved
sacrifices?
takes
No.
years of study and contemplation.
Oh god, it's doing this again. That's the Fortnite thing, where it thinks I'm using a mouse despite using computer. Hey! Rude. Okay. This looks like the offices, so I'll go there last. We'll go into the actual cannery first. You little. Only you can protect fourth quarter profits? What the heck is a fourth quarter profit? I'm ignoring it. I'm ignoring it even if it hits me in the face. And for some reason, it's always made to go straight at your face. Good lord. Don't cheat. That is a lot of items. And then the bear. I made the bear like almost as slow as I possibly could. And I think it stays around for 8 seconds. Goth mode. I don't expect these things to have unique items like weapons and stuff. They do sell the food that I possibly need. I have 0 cooldown on that, so you could probably do it all night. I would not be surprised. I love how slow it is. That's exactly why I made it even slower. Biddies, armor. No one cares. Well, actually, they don't see, and if they don't see, how can they care? Corporation Service Award, a medium-sized award typical of the kind given out at annual company achievement banquets galaxy-wide. What was this award for? Most unused paid time off, greatest amount of coffee drank in one break, fewest bathroom rests? You will never know. Consume H2O. Hydrate? Oh, okay, thank you. That thing's, the second laptop's further away now. It's harder to see all the redeems. Thank you, thank you. It's easier to have my water in front of me now, though, which is nice. And I know my art sibling has been wanting to play with me, Keone Rin, so hopefully I can tell her about this now. Employee rights under Biased Labor Standards Act. Wage determined by merit of your work. Overtime may result in higher pay if the quality of said work is considered exemplary. Your employer has the right to dock your pay should you damage facilities or equipment. Your responsibility, not your employees, to avoid workplace hazards. You can see in the top part of the screen it is flickering between PC and PlayStation controls. Tempted to click redeem, see how clogged the screen gets, but I don't want to break things till later. Fair enough. Lost and found? Found one left hand, severed at the wrist, some bone damage. People, this is our second unscheduled amputation in as many months. Please exercise caution and safety around machinery. Maintenance fees will be deducted from your pay. Unscheduled amputation? That implies there is scheduled amputations. Like what, you do bad enough, they're just like, nah, you don't need that extra hand. One finger, you can do without that. Okay, that is getting distracting in the top left. Except I can't just autosave. Why is there Sprat here? Are they mixing Sprat in with the Saltuna? If I... Oh god, that over-encumbered me. Amputation alone is worrying enough. Okay, I'll leave and see if I can restart game and that'll fix everything. And then hopefully if the controller will stay good. I think it's either the controller cord or something like that has an issue, and that's when it starts freaking out. Mantipillar. So eggs into a little fly, into a caterpillar, into a cocoon, into like a praying mantis. Throwing raw meat at me seems expensive. Banana's not that expensive, but like a steak? Dude, that's like 15 bucks at least. The fish have no weight to them. Oh god, and I can't even see this stuff. This is what it did with... whatchamacallit. This is what it did with Fortnite back in the day. 1:25 a.m. Okay, so it did save as I leave town. That will fix it temporarily. Last night it stayed good for a long time when we were playing, but that was on the old laptop. I've already spent 6k tonight. Bling bling, MFer. I had to be say-so. Is it say-so if I just say the letters for it, not the actual word? I don't like that green outline. I might go back to capturing VTube Studio as a video store rather than the spout thing. They talked about how they added the spout capture system and how it basically uses, like, it still uses your GPU to capture VTube Studio, but it no longer uses, like, the capture itself doesn't use any GPU or CPU, because it's that smooth. But then it adds that green line hovering around my character even if I add a filter, and that just seems bizarre. That Creddy emote is absolutely one of my favorite emotes. I love the little face on it. I'm actually clicking it right now just so I can see it up close. I know Kuromi got a Creddy emote too, but it doesn't seem as good. It's still nice, but it's just got like the credit card shaking in front of them, whereas Vumu's got the little mouth. How long is the bear cooldown? 1 minute. Only 1 minute, and that's just that it doesn't clog the screen. Because if people just redeem spam that would block the gameplay for so long. I could make it have no cooldown as long as it costs like 5k points or something like that. Critty. I thought they're facing each other. Okay. It must be all the food I'm carrying that is weighing me down now. I just like how Moo has 4 creddies. No, let's go like that. Let's switch that. That one's pristine, so I think it's worth a lot of money. Yeah, it's worth double money. I should actually try selling it. But yeah, it's like I have to get the power regulator before I can deposit stuff in the ship, seemingly. And so I'm totally over-encumbering myself by picking up all this food.
Work your jaw. Music to my ear.
Cigarette lighter, basic lighter, well used, most fluid is gone, unordained, straightforward. Would be if you had lighter fluid. No. I want to keep that corporate award, it's mine. I got that award for being awesome. Energy canister holds power cells for an automechanical. This one is depleted. Those are worth good money, the junk items. Oh, they're giving me a lot of these. Wanted to sell the pristine gun. I like how moves for credits. Like, if this one doesn't work, try this one. If that doesn't work, this one. Gotta mentally prepare myself for the amount of grinding I'm gonna have to do on Fortnite tomorrow. Oh, is that when the new season starts? Or is that the last day of the season? And it's the last day of the season, you gotta do everything you can to get everything you can. I can carry 14 more weight the last day. Maybe I'll just go talk straight to the guy. I'll ignore looting this place for now, and I'll make a note to come back and loot it after I unlock storage. Loot the cannery and attached office. We'll still check for people to talk to, though. Do what I can in Battle Royale, but do a ton of Save the World. I don't have the Save the World version. That's the one you had to pay for. Though I think people could get it for free at one point if they subscribed to that one game version of it. That's when I first bought Fortnite. I heard, like, if you subscribe to this, like, Fortnite Prime type thing, you get it. And I was like, oh snap, I should do that. And then I find out, oh, that ended like 2 weeks before. Ridiculous. Oh, my character's sleepy, thirsty, and hungry. I like the health regen ones. Increase base health. It's a caffeine drink, so I think that'll get rid of some of my sleep. I don't know if it'll also get thirst. Ooh, it does. It's actually quite good. You could get it with crew subscription for a bit. That must have been what it was. Corporate trooper. No one's working in the cannery. Despite how much they talk about love and work. I mean, I know it's like the middle of the night now, but... someone's office. We'll come back all here later. Granger. I wonder if they are, what is it, related to Hermione. Hi there, Hatsu. How are you doing tonight? Someone shout out Hatsu. Do it! Hydrate. Thank you, Posture. Thank you. I'm set up on the new PC right now, and I've got the desk working, so everything seems to be good for now. I just have to get used to how awkward it is compared to being on the couch with the laptop like I'm normal doing. Phyllis Granger.
Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Tenderfoot. Website fees, I'm here to collect. I'm guessing you're the foreman.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away.
I heard the
thank
slurping
you.
noises. You should, because now it's near me, so I don't have to lean over to it. How's Sasha today? I'm doing good. It was chaotic with the new table because dumb stuff kept happening, but I got it working in the end. First, the FedEx guy dropped the package with the bolts and stuff on our front lawn, like it was taped onto the box, and it just dropped off. So I thought they didn't give me it at all, and then found it when I went to walk my dog. And then later, when I actually screwed everything together, one or two of the holes were too small, or too big for the bolts that it comes with. And I'm like, don't they check these things beforehand? Like, what the heck? So a friend had an idea, and I ran out to Canadian Tire and got larger washers, and I used those to, well, you can put it in front of the hole, and it'll get caught on it instead. Even if the screw's smaller, it'll push against the washer, against the wood. And so I got it working like that. Oh god, now it's bugging out. Gravesite fees, I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
I'm totally gonna do it because she seems like a jerk. These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Oh, that's nice of her. It's kind of you, I guess. You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite, please. It's kind of you.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of
Bungo
my
is having server issues, no one can
law
log into
requires
Destiny 2.
delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame though.
Wait,
Eugene
the
was a good
boss is the
worker.
closest relative? So this guy shot himself.
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk.
But no, this has
We all
happened during
thought he was an
background
outstanding
maintenance.
receptionist.
Oh, Bungie. I was like,
Between the two of
Bungo,
us,
what the?
I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Ooh, she's talking bad about Spacer's Choice. Must be tough losing family. That's an awful thing to say. Tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
Thought you said you're his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death.
Oh God,
I'm the
is
one
that
who
how
found
it
him, you
is?
see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime.
Absolute
The legal term
facepalm.
is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
So much hate, so much hate. These people are horrible, but also hilarious. I was the closest living person relative to his body. I'm his closest living relative. You can't be serious. What are they going to do? Arrest his corpse? Vandalism? Did you have to clean the bits off the wall or something? Yikes.
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Good lord. So even if you unalive himself, they take it out on the whole colony because you're making productivity suffer? What if you didn't? He's a person, not an asset. This Eugene guy sounds like he's more trouble than he's worth. Person is technically an asset.
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear.
So they lied about it
I'm
being a
just glad to put
suicide.
this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace.
Hi,
The rest of us
HD,
can
what are
get
you
on
up
with our
to?
own lives.
Need to get back to work. But yeah, it's messing up again. I haven't found a way to fix it with Fortnite, so I'm not sure how to do it with this other than restarting and then just hoping it works. It worked for most of last night without messing up. Kind of funny, Capcom's gonna be at the Summer Game Fest, but also have their own personal showcase on the 12th. I've seen that similar with places releasing models in the past. They'll like release the model on their own, but then they'll still go to company things to show it off.
Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
Is he admitting he's
Pan's
stupid?
bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking.
I'm fine with listening.
Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
Because you're not
She's
putting
expecting
Saltuna in.
Saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Is that they were putting the sprats in them? Because that's what it looked like.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up.
She
I do
did.
apologize. I was given
I don't
you
like this guy
forewarning
already.
of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Reed is told to talk to you. You must be the town boss. I'll wait until you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly
Good old
contrary
Bessie. Why
to
does everybody
Spacer's
call her
Choice
stuff
Code of
Bess?
Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
Reed told I should talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Because Bessie's best for enough. I don't work for Spacer's Choice Warrant Form. What are you talking about? I think you may have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor.
I guess because we're so far out in the outer worlds, they don't get visitors. Blasting long, ship needs repairs, look for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator.
Let me guess, it's where the deserters are.
I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let's hear it, frying myself. Let me guess, you want me to do something for you before you'll help me?
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean? Asked us of a stranger, tell me about geothermal plant. What do you mean mostly
I'm
abandoned?
not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
And what I need to, what a surprise, never would have guessed. I don't think these people take kindly to me losing their power. You mean marauders? Marauders aren't people? I'm guessing it's not marauders.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical
Yep,
lab.
this is the former worker
They're
group
deserters,
we heard about
former
earlier.
workers. I need them back at their posts.
So by turning
I need
power
them
off on them,
to come home.
that'll get them to come back. Let me just solve your deserter problem. I charge my head as if, yeah, I'll kill them all. But I'm pretty sure that's not what he wants. Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
None of what you're telling me is my problem. Well, it is my problem if I want the power regulator. Senior Edgewater, I don't blame those workers for walking out. How can I help? I don't blame them for walking out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard.
Wow.
My hope is
The
that
fact
by
that him
cutting off their
actually
power,
admitting that
we'll
is shocking.
convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Right, how will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
That's good. Workers must have left town for a reason. What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back? You're asking me to cut off power to an entire community. To an entire community.
I am asking you to help us survive. Edgewater needs more workers or we will collapse. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we
Is that true though? Can they survive on their own here without any help, like goods and stuff from Spacer's Choice? They're one of the factions that own the whole universe. They literally, well, not universe, galaxy. They bought the rights to it. I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew.
Oh, is she the first companion, I guess?
I mean,
Get?
if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is...
Unitology? No, they're part of like some
Make her
scientism,
useful to you.
which makes me think
You will
Scientology.
need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
I wonder if I can dress her up like a marauder. Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and some tape,
Hairpins.
so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
It really is. CMP, new manager, seminar companions. They provide combat support, skills enhance your skills, increase your carrying capacity. Ooh, special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Some people may require completing another quest before they will assist you. You can check your quest log for dependencies. You following me? Okay, she's stalking me. Good, good, good. He's trying to unite everyone. I don't think that... Well, I guess that is what Unitology was all about. Just they were, you know, uniting people in a completely different way.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. You got a minute? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just...
Well,
Mr.
you will be a
Thompson has
decoy,
his
so...
own view on
Bonus also Summer
On
Game
account of it's
Fest.
his job
What
and
spooky
all,
game are you
but
playing, Spork?
That's not the only side of the tale.
This is about the deserters. What's the other side of it? Figures Reed didn't strike me as an honest soul. What he said seemed pretty straightforward. If I wanted to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. Let's move. I love how you can be so mean or rude in this game. I'm not picking those options. Still, deserters.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Can't blame anyone wanting to leave. Town's got issues. How well did you know the deserters? Were they friends? Do you remember the Adelaide? Sure, deserters are fine people, so what? Can't blame them for wanting to leave.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see.
You shouldn't play Phasma at 1 a.m.
Be at the mercy
I mean,
of
depends.
or worse.
I can see why, because it's
I think
spooky
you
when
should
it's
talk
dark
to the
out.
town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Suppose it couldn't hurt? Why do we need to talk to the vicar about flipping a switch in your power mill? I met them, he asked me to find a book for him. Couldn't hurt, we'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it.
I'll probably restart game again after we leave the city and just hope that it stays good for a while. Because I hate the whole flashing stuff. And I can't see what the buttons are supposed to be for that other stuff.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Well, I guess she's a grease monkey and engineer, so...
Any progress on that? Ah, Miss Holcomb. How rare to see you out. And with a
She's a
complete
shun like
stranger.
me.
Curious.
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always offering...
Thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb.
You've already made my questions. I haven't found your book yet.
Please, get it.
Should we read what book? Here, tell me why. Something else to ask you.
What?
Roddy wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation,
Man,
you look at
everybody
the
here's a
floor,
jerk.
answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission.
You need to play Overwatch.
What
Do
has
it!
Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix the geothermal plant. Cut off power to Adelaide's deserters. Cut power to the deserters. To Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think, Adelaide's group? Great, can we wrap this up? What do you advise? What do you think of Adelaide's group?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our
You don't like playing that
Spacer's
game
Choice
alone?
patrons.
Don't know anybody else
Does
aside
that
from
strike
Seer who
you
plays
as
it
a
here, though.
responsible life choice?
Depends on how well the leader can provide beyond your walls. So what do you advise? Intelligence.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for.
What do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible? Right? Just talk to everybody coming together. Sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. It's a waste of time. Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are.
Gee, that doesn't help. It's scary. A lot of games playing them solo competitively are scary just because people are salty, people are tryhards. And I can understand that being spectacular. I'm going to try disconnecting this controller. I'm going to replug it over here. Did it? Titus Androidicus, blood and revenge are hammering in his head. A new original masterpiece from the director of Agent Con and Island of Murder, with Burbage 2000 and Burbage 3000. Okay, let's close this. Oh god, the sound changed. When I plugged in stuff, that happened before. It tries to, like... It tries to switch the sound to, like, the game controller, so I have to disable that in settings. Okay, now we pray that it doesn't mess up. I don't know if like I said, should I just go straight to get the regulator and get the ship started up and see if that unlocks the storage for me? Because my character is so over-encumbered. I could go back to the ship too and see if it will let me store stuff or not. I just feel like there was no button to. Instaload? I thought that was instaload. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Dun. I'm promoing for them. They're paying me in script. Biddies. Show me your biddies. And then give them to me. Don't just show. It's rude. Technically, bits are on Twitch, so that works. I'm not sure if it'll let me teleport back to the ship. You need to unlock the sleeping quarters to store items? No! So that means I must have to get the power regulator and actually start up everything. So maybe I will... Oh, it saved before I left. Rude. So I guess I will just continue with the main quest and I'll avoid exploring or doing the side quests and just try to get the power regulator right away. When I get to that outpost, I won't even loot it. I can always go back to it and loot it later. Wentworth High Society. Excuse me. I literally see AbbyTuber on like every single night. Okay, so that's the heavy assault rifle. That's the new impact hammer.
All right, I'm on the move.
Does that tell her to come to me?
Coming.
Maybe I can press up and she'll target enemies. Plugging the thing in might have changed audio settings. Uh-oh. Why's that? Can you not hear sound? Plugging the thing in did change audio settings and I switched it back to the Realtek thing. Is the sound different or something? Sounds a tiny bit louder, but you're unsure. So I just go out there. As long as it's not louder than me. Because I want to be loud! Like I said, we're just ignoring all this stuff for now. Oh, that's probably a mine. Oh, no! Well, her body's almost dead. What the heck? I didn't even realize the bear was coming till I heard the smack.
Gonna find you.
Press down to send your companion to a location. Hold that. No, Parvati over here. Parvati, I said over there! That's ridiculous. Companion death is permanent on supernova mode. Borstwurst? Ew. Are they literally eating like the pustules on the pig? That's disgusting. It's not the worst unless it's most worst. I'm gonna get a sniper rifle. I wonder if it'll give me one. The loading into this game takes forever. But I guess Fallout's kind of like that as well. You can both be admired and feared by the same faction. Ooh. This time I'll avoid that building. Facial mask, skin cream, energizing ointment, bread. Earth Directorate catalogs habitable stellar systems and sells exploitable rights and nominal control of them to the highest bidders. And that's what happened with the Halicon system. 4 major companies paid money and bought it, so they basically have rights to do whatever they want to the people in it. But people still moved out there to have jobs, etc. Earth the robot. I wonder if Parvati can fix the robot. Parvati.
Searching for repair.
I could probably fix that.
Yes!
I mean, if you wanted me to.
Go ahead. Hang on a second, I'm not sure. Go ahead.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble.
I didn't actually think of this until we walked past here.
There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
So does she name everything?
Systems operational.
Oh, hey, don't you owe me something for the repair? Parvati, why did you name the mechanic? But don't you owe me something for the repairs?
I don't reckon Jeremy understands the concept of trade.
Aww.
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been...
I kind of regret saving him now.
This pre-approved message.
Because I'm done. I'll be going now.
Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Well, we saved the robot at least. Oh god, is my mouth not moving? The camera's further away, so I could see it if it doesn't move as much, that's why. The bear. Oh, does the bear shrink too to fit my model? That's hilarious. I don't think I run any faster with my gun put away. God, they have more health than I expected. And wrong button. But I guess I was missing health, so... Now I'm in the middle of combat! Oh, that actually swings fast. I'm helping, are you? Are you, though? Helping the marauders, maybe? I heard someone go, huh? See, feeding the fish does help though, because that distracts the bear. I do want to explore all this stuff. I just want to, like I've said, unlock the rest place first. I'm not seeing any other enemies. The whole area they do seem to have built at. I can loot that stuff later. As long as it's a preset corpse, I don't think I have to worry about it.
Move along, stranger. We don't want
Ooh,
any
she's
trouble.
a cowgirl. I wish she was my companion instead of Parvati.
I don't know you.
I don't know
Whatever
you
you're
either.
looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
What's your problem looking for Adelaide and answers? What's your problem?
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
Oh, did some of the deserters desert to the deserters? It's been wandering out of your camp. You need to run a tight ship. We haven't heard the gunshot in a while. Are you trying to kill the cowgirl? What the heck, Sonny? Maybe you're just jealous. Who's been wandering out of your camp?
Got anything in you besides questions? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me.
That's
Lady
not
named
how you
Zoe
greet
went
people. You
missing
say
some nights
howdy.
ago.
No, you say
Just up and
meowdy.
vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Was I just robbed by what? You got bunny ears? You chillin'? Nice, nice, nice. Just go look for her. Don't tell me you're scared of a few marauders. I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging.
I missed you.
Can't
Okay,
imagine
okay,
where she's
good,
gone.
good.
Vale's a wide place.
It's a
She
wide
could
place,
be anywhere.
dude. Once marauders got to her, then parts of her could be in a lot of places. I want to answer all these horrible answers, but no. Don't worry about it, I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
Her teeth look uneven. Questions about Zoe.
I'll tell you what I can.
Know where she might be hiding.
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her
No
room,
up close and
but I
personal?
got
There
yelled
used to
at
be.
for snooping once
Oh,
already.
sorry, you redeemed it. All the redeems were in a row, so I did not see. Stuff gets confusing like that. I'm not paying enough attention, sorry. You snooped around in her room?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what
Oh,
the
and a
fuss was
second
about.
up close. Big. Big to fight. Hi, Diana. How are you doing? Please shout out Diana. Is this so you can... Oh, it's so you can throw the bear. I should have expected that. I should have expected. Thud. The bear's too big to see, though. Isn't it? Thank you for doing the shout out. I hope you're having a lovely night, Diana. Oof. Oof. The bullying commences. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Marauders took her away. How well do you know her?
Could be. Dangers
Oh
plenty
my.
out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody.
I thought
like
marauders
Zoe.
eat people.
Got no useful skill as far as I could tell.
So unless they were holding her for... What is it? Thank you so much for the shout out. That was me trying to explain what you did there by button mashing. Chance you could point me somewhere specific and not just out there.
Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere.
How well do you know her?
Well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Hello, Curl. I want to correct you and say his name is Krull, but I think Curl works well. Maybe he has really curly hair, then it would fit perfectly. You seem so personable, can't imagine how you didn't get on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Change the subject. Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
So that's how they survive, by farming, basically? I kind of don't want to steal the power regulator from them. I don't know if that'll make, like, the big corporations mad at me, though. Stefan Garcia. You do have curly eyes. See, even curl works. What the heck is this? Hi, Adelaide.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
No, you are. No. No. I saw my chance and I took it. I haven't even actually looked at her
There's
much.
meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates.
See, she seems too nice to turn on her.
Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide. Who are you now? Not here to join camp. You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange
The
old
lady who keeps flowers.
But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you?
Thomas
I remember
speaks to
when
people
you were
often? Does
but
she have a
a
boyfriend
sprout.
or just someone who's interested in
Thomas
her?
speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try
Tobacco
some of
horn
my
tea?
tobacco tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
That sounds absolutely revolting. This your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all.
Oh god,
Life
she's
is
a
the
hippie.
gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
I mean, I like her, but she seems so hippie. Surprised you managed to grow anything out here. Funny, never knew you could grow tripe in a garden. This game is awesome for these choices. Even cleaned, it'll never be clean enough. I completely agree. Surprised she managed to grow anything.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up.
That's shocking.
The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash
Oh
of
god,
love,
they're fertilizing
and
it
a
themselves,
pile
I
of
bet.
Special fertilizer.
Looks like you've made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those.
I wonder if
nowhere left
I
to
need the
go,
power regulator,
nothing
so
to lose.
can I steal the power regulator from Edgewater?
The spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil.
Why did you leave your old home? You picked a terrible place to put down roots. Why did you leave?
It is an unpleasant story, dear.
She wakes up and realizes the place that was her home and her life has changed.
The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson. You here on
Her expression instantly
cold-eyed
changed.
reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace then?
He didn't actually tell me anything. Something about coming back to town or losing power. Wasn't really listening. Reed asked you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends. Living off power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery. That's about it. Something about coming back to town or losing power. I wasn't really listening.
I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater,
Everything is canned.
I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me, is serious about scuffed power? Reed asked me to divert your power. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
I haven't. Camp has a power regulator. I needed to repair my ship. My reasons are my own. Maybe she has an alternate way to get the power regulator. You take it from Edgewater, yeah? Oh man.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our
would
end
that
of the
make
grid.
spacers? They said something about reputation.
You'd be liberating an entire town.
There's something about reputation, so will
Lifetime of
Spacer's
service
Choice
to
hate
that
me if I do that?
odious
Will they
cannery.
know if I take it?
Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Consider it. What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
I feel like...
He was tired all the time, sure, but...
I feel like,
he
what
was
is
old,
it?
ma'am, and
Spacer's
he raised
Choice
me
would be
all by
more
his
likely to give the actual town a new power regulator, but they'd make them pay for
Lost her
it.
family to the company, and still she defends them.
God, their eyes are glowing now. Much like throwing down her face to get me on your side. What do you have against people trying to make a living? Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
But don't I kill them if I take their power?
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Power from geothermal plant. Both Edgewater and a botanical lab. Neither can be removed unless power is routed away from them. Travel to the geothermal plant or power away from one of the locations. Adelaide refused to return to Edgewater. And 1 second, let's check character. Yes, see, there's reputation. Groundbreaker? Formerly colony ship turned space station. Iconoclast, survivalist living in the ruins of Monarch Industries. Sunlight Salvage, The Board. Secondary is Spacer's Choice and the Deserters. I mean, these people seem to be doing good at their own. I don't like the idea of killing anybody. I feel like I'd have to do the quests here and talk to everybody here before I make a choice if I did decide to screw the people over here. And you're Stefan, who she was dating, the person that ran away.
Get in your way?
Your number's gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened the day? Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Did he kill her? What happened the day Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found.
Tell me about Zoe.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions
wisdom of free market economics.
Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
What surprise? Maybe I can tell her about it. What was that about surprising Zoe?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Something else?
Hey!
Just because it was highlighted? What are you selling?
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Good way of saying it. Oh, and he has a special gun too. Mag 2-ray ranged weapon mod converts it to N-ray damage. A little beanie hat. Low pressure helmet. Primal leather. It's junk though. So I have to try to get money to buy one of these things because I don't want to be locked out from it. Heavy ammo for some heavy damage. And has an extendo sight for more range.
You hungry? Something I can... Fresh off the limb.
Happy cysty pig when the lid is open. Consider yourself earworm. That sounds horrifying. I do not want earworms. Oh, I gotta join in. These sell good. Melee weapon skills, defense skills, ranged weapon spread, magazine size, melee weapon durability, weapon range, physical armor rating, dialogue and leadership skills, damage change to plasma, power attack damage, damage change to plasma. So one of those for money. I don't want to sell that stuff. $41 is a lot of money. Trimmer cleaver. Then I'm holding on to this different stuff. The music reminds me of Resident Evil. God, you startled me. I'll check for people to talk to related to quests. Deserter. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I should divert the... I want to give the power to these people, but I feel like turning the power off here and killing these people is just as bad as turning the power off and killing the people in the city. There's also more people in the city, and they actually have a way of surviving with Spacer's Choice, even if it's the worst way of surviving, where I feel like these people, it's like, hey, you get to have 20 people survive, or hey, you get to have a whole city survive and try to go on for a while. Neither is a good choice.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Okay, so he's a stalker. Go to every building I can, looking for people to talk to, possibly related to quests. Sounds strange, but I don't know where I am. First talked, you assumed I'd come to live here.
I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are.
Don't imagine you get a lot of visitors. And what's that? What am I?
Remains to be seen. Might be the man that saves the Veil. Might be Reed's personal gun hand.
7 Seas. Save the Veil, or I could be passing through.
People around here lack the strength to effect change. Or they have the strength, but not the will.
You have both? Why are you telling me this? I just made sterner stuff. Flattery won't work on me. Tell me this. Flattery won't work on me.
I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life.
When your deserts come to an end, you could always continue your way of life back in town. Reed's made an offer in good faith. You should consider it. You could continue your way of life back in town.
Not under Reed's watch. He and I would come to blows within a day. And he
would never tolerate me tending to a garden. That seems so horrible.
This is my home. It will be my home even if Reed cuts our power. Simple as that.
But she won't be able to farm without that. He's making an offer in good faith. You and Reed obviously have some sort of history. Oh, good lord. I think it's like 25 items each. That is a full 100. 125. Holy heck. 150. Oh, good lord. Is he going for 1,000? I can't even stand up. You're using all your points, man. You're using all your points. I can't stand up. I'm just looking at the side screen as it does it. You and Reed obviously have some sort of history.
That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate sundae?
Good lord, I'm glad this girl left.
That was
white chocolate tuna? That sounds horrifying. Perception, there's obviously more to it than that.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left.
That's all you need to hear. Sounds like the town turned its back on you. I'm guessing Reed has his own side of that story.
I could not possibly care less if he does. But you're surely welcome to ask him.
Talked enough. Okay, is there anyone working back here? I want to explore this and I want to loot this, but it's just I have no weight because of the stupid storage thing. Oh, chicken. I wonder if they'll get mad if I shoot it. Okay, so that's Thomas. Oh. Where's Thomas? That one? Oh, there's Thomas. I'm guessing the power regulator's in here. But it said I have to divert power first or it'll like electrocute me. They have someone watching the front. Oh, good lord. I was about to say, they have someone watching the front door, but they don't have anybody watching the back door. Well, I guess that's because they have a million mines set up there. Facepalm. Facepalm. I even tried to stop moving so I wouldn't walk into more of them. I mean, smart way to defend, I guess. Hopefully I'm not like a million light years back. 149, yep. All the way back, like a half hour. Though now I can skip through all of the talking. I feel like my mouth isn't moving as much. That might just be because the camera's like 2 feet away now, where it used to be right on my lap or right over my lap. Excuse me. Wow, unbelievable. But yes, so should I shut down power, and what do you guys think if anybody has an opinion? Doesn't mean I'll take your opinion, but should I take power away from the deserters and send it back to the town and hope that some of the people defect back to the town since they have no choice? Because I feel they can survive in the long run, even if it's not a good life. Who designed the autosave? Best feature, 10 out of 10, best game? I think autosave is more limited in Supernova mode. But yeah, my options are either shut off power to the deserters, some of them try to come back home and work a horrible life in town, and the rest of them probably slowly die in that place, or I shut down power to Edgewater, maybe a few of the people desert over to the Vale. Edgewater probably goes bankrupt and everybody there either dies or gets sent to other slave labor places, etc., etc. Because they already said that Edgewater hasn't been making the quota for the last few years and they're ready to shut it down. And if they shut it down, I don't know if they'll actually save the people there, or if they'll just go, yeah, we're not working with you anymore. You're on your own in space. Have fun. We're cutting you off, like cutting off contact with you. I feel like I have to divert power from the deserters, even though I like them 10 times more. Just because of how the universe works. I'm also afraid to make Spacer's Choice mad at me, because I feel like they'll suddenly know. At least I don't have a stamina bar. Note to self, there are a million mines. And you're just going to see me skipping through all this dialogue now.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Well, you got trouble now.
Whatever
What's your problem? Oh god. It's not letting me skip.
Got anything?
Keep an eye out, you can look for her, don't tell me you're scared. Keep an eye out.
Can't.
Find her. Ask about Zoe.
Little. Well,
Okay, I was able to talk to this dude and Adelaide. And then after that, I think I could only talk to Thomas.
Fancy duck? You mean... You sound... Can't... She called...
I feel like we will be able to save her.
Hey! Fresh off the limb.
So we sell the energy gun for 41. Sell the pristine thing. I feel like I should hold on to the axe for now. Most of these things don't sell for much of anything. That's one reason I'm not bothering to sell them. One of these.
Whatever.
Not from around here, but Parvati is. You must be it. I'm trying to pick the same options I did last time.
So. That's it. If you think of you,
He
look what.
Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm just paying attention to all this.
Remain. So
I wonder if I can actually ask Reed about that stuff. I feel like I probably can.
that's not strange at all, dear. Few of
This
us
I did not
truly
ask
know
her
where
about.
we are. The world can seem like a forest without end, but we must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself.
No, I mean, I actually don't know where I am. Not the answer I expected, but you still cheered me up. Could do without the cliches. No, I don't know where I am.
This is the old botanical lab in Emerald Vale, on Terra 2. Are you not feeling well?
King Bear Eggs, Palm Landed, Kidnap, Crazy Scientist, John Space, Asking, Home and All Bad Dream, and I'm still in hibernation.
I get the sense that when you say hibernation, you are not talking about a full night's sleep. Where did you say you were from?
Will she actually believe me if I tell her? I didn't say I arrived here from Earth. Does the hope ring any bells?
Is that a new settlement of
They did
some
say it
kind?
was like 60 or 70
I
years
have
ago
kept
that the
news
hope
from
went
outside
missing.
the Vale.
It's a colony ship.
Oh, you're talking about that old piece of folklore. Now I'm convinced you're delirious. You really ought to lay your head down. You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't cure what ails you, but
Oh,
will
good lord.
distract you for a
Lord.
spell.
I assume that just makes you go to the bathroom. You don't believe me?
Maybe I do. I don't know yet. Growing up, I heard my folks talking
Stories are
about the
told to
hope.
keep our spirits up.
Listen, don't you worry about what I think. That's not important. Worry about what the board thinks of you going around.
And the board is
talking
like the
about
boogeyman
lost
behind
ships from
everything.
decades past.
Afraid of the board? Why? I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not afraid of the board.
No, but the board may have reason to fear you.
They should. I've got guns. I'm terrifying. Why? I haven't done anything wrong.
You carry on about coming here from another world, and people will talk. Talk leads to questions. Ask enough questions, and the board comes answering.
Talk about something else. Okay, nothing else. So it seems like the last thing I can do is talk to this dude.
He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
It doesn't look like there's any more places to go into. I can add physical armor. I am getting a lot of modifications. That makes me think I should try using some. Or no, he was the guy at the workbench. I'm an idiot. Thomas Kemp.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was.
Everybody's got like green
I was
eyes.
just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati.
Oh god, he looks creepy
You're-
when he does that. He looks way too
How
smug.
are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you,
Verbal's
okay,
cringing
safe
right
out
now
here?
because of the sound
How
I'm
you
making.
keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so. Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with
He's
this
gonna get
fella
jealous.
here.
Are you from town?
Oh,
I
no,
mean,
he's not.
you don't exactly look like you're from town.
Because I'm not dirty. Passing through, I'll take this compliment. Just trying to get my ship off the ground.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see.
Literally? Like
The fact
bugs?
is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Everyone thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never too late to start learning. Could give you a couple pointers. You should come clean. Why are you telling me this? You're lucky the camp's full of idiots. Engineering 5.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever
Don't you
heard
want to
of a
make
young
something
spacer's
literally?
Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
Oh, so do I get
I know
those?
the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Okay, so this place has 2 quests. But for a price with my trouble, you mentioned 2 pads. What about the third? Let you know if I find anything. What about the third?
I wish I knew. I wager the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say.
You know, if I find anything, expect to be paid a fair price. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Would you? I'd be grateful.
How long have you lived here?
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness.
Starving and
if they had a chance to.
delirious in the wilderness? What were you doing in the wilderness?
We all left the cannery for one reason or another.
Oh, he wasn't even. He was actually kicked out.
Mostly on account of my incompetence.
So some of these people didn't leave on their own?
I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery.
It had a U-shaped hole. That
This place
sounds
had a
lewd.
U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to. I mean, we could really use. This isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
See, pretending to be an engineer, have you been getting away with it?
Luck, mostly. Nothing's needed serious repairing yet. Nothing's broken down that we can't just replace with something scavenged from the outskirts. Oh, I can swap out a water filter or charge up a battery and go on pretending I know what I'm doing, but the moment I'm asked to do any real engineering, I'm in trouble.
I feel bad for that guy if I do divert the power from here. I know the right thing to do is to give the power to here. It's just I feel like I'm leaning towards sending it back to Edgewater, just because I just started out in this universe. I don't want to make enemies of the board yet. And I feel more people have a better chance surviving in the long run. Oh, that's a companion quest? Search Zoe's home for clues. Oh, will they actually let me go in? Is she gonna leave like a data pad saying, yeah, I'm out. These people are nerds, I don't want to deal with any of them. But I wonder if they'll get mad for me peeping through her stuff. Hopefully Parvati doesn't get mad at me for stealing. And instantly a note. Zoe's journal, page 12. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me, no more cannery, no more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams, and would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery and don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everyone gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and grabbed a little too much adrenatime. Is that really a crime? Gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility in surviving by one's own brute stabs? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of adrenatime and suddenly you're committing larceny. Oh, so that girl was actually a thief and stole literally drugs from super valuable drugs that they have in literally limited amounts. So 2 of the people here were actually kicked out for good reason. Well, I mean, I don't think incompetent is a real reason. So journal, page 18. Good news, I'm alive. Starting to feel better too. Group of deserters living out in the old botanical labs. They found a way to grow food, or something that passes for food anyway. Adelaide boiled a pot of something green and leafy and told me to drink it twice a day for my symptoms, I suppose. Tastes atrocious, but I've been feeling better. Oh god, I hope that's not the tea from that tobacco pot. That's spittoon. Nice to be away from the cannery. Labs have just enough power to run an Aether wave, so I've been catching up on my serial dramas. Mass Marketeer, what would I do without you? Go crazy, most likely. Crack up, murder all my neighbors, and run screaming to the hills like some wild marauder. I don't know. That doesn't sound too bad. I could see myself leading a cadre? How do you pronounce that? Cadre of marauders or band of bandits? Wait, that doesn't sound right. Band of bandits. What would we call ourselves? The Formidable 14, the 100 Hooligans featuring Zoe, Bandit Queen. Oh, good lord, did she actually leave and try to join up with the marauders and then either they've killed her or she did join up with them? 'Cause, yeah. Oh, I can steal the poster? Can I put that in the ship then? Okay, she didn't get mad about that. Zoe's journal, page 22. Today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny into your own hands. Been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps in the hill, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires. Probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple weeks if I ration. Got some Adrenatime too. Everyone loves Adrenatime, even Marauders, right? Yep, she's joining them. I got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes of Adrenatime before their eyes. It's gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of Marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. Yep. She is a garbage person.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid
I want to see if I
snap,
can
too.
tell anybody about it.
Something I can help.
Questions about Zoe? Nope. Can I talk to her about it? Adelaide. Here, girl.
Gosh, it's so pretty.
Here, Adelaide. Did I miss her? Oh, there she is. I literally did miss her.
I'm listening.
No, it doesn't seem like I could talk to anybody about it. Okay, question is, can I teleport back to my ship? It said fast travel's disabled, but it also said fast travel when I looked at this. Hey, so I can go back to my ship, just so I'm never away from my bed, so I can sleep and stuff. At least I assume that's why. Also, so I can make manual saves by going there. That's the only place I can make a manual save. Dun, 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 dun. I'm pretty sure I've got to complete those side quests before I root power. Sleep. Just because my body needs resting. Oh, her body did follow me in. But yeah, I can't store anything. Tarmac and sheet. Or wait, I want the stuff that is just max base health. Save. Proper save, that is. I assume idle camera means like third-person view so you can see your character in all their glory. Having a companion with me was supposed to increase my carrying capacity. Well, I think it only increased it by like 10 weight. A few kindred spirits, looking for Zoe. Oh, so she's way out here. And 3 volumes. 1, 2, and we don't know where the third is. Companion ledger, everything you need to know about your companions, their skills, stats, and gear. Change their gear, select the item you want to swap out, choose a compatible item to replace it. Change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. Ooh, that's actually really cool then. Regular pistol, impact hammer, a lightning version. I want that for myself. And that seems like unique clothing that I want to steal for myself. Oh, and she gets perks too. Distance, far. Attacks with melee weapons. Mixed will switch between them. Ranged only attacks with ranged weapons. Stick with ranged. Aggressive, defensive, passive. Defensive. Or no. We'll keep it in combat for now, or aggressive, just so she helps me out. Okay, so one of the books is at the front of here. I don't know if left on the D-pad is like companion ability, so, because I think that's something you can unlock. And then we gotta do the side quests and get them out of the way just so that I can divert power away from the Veil. And if Spacer's Choice likes me, they might actually give me a discount.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Can I tell you I've got some of the stuff?
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
Him? What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
Oh, her dead
My
dad.
dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave.
Because when we were talking to Adelaide, she mentioned it. Up close. Zoop-a-doop. I still have goth mode on and everything. What's up, Sonny? What's up? Punk. Go small enough so you can see my whole head. Oh, where's the button for it? Use up. Use down. Hey! What the heck, furball? Rude, I'm turning off that mode. I got dead by a ghost. Well, at least you didn't get dead by me. At least you didn't get dead by me. Dead by daylight? I should play that sometime. Sorry for providing this none of the business. I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Got a question for you.
Yeah?
Tim has been pretty sharp. Have you ever heard news about the Hope?
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big
No,
starship.
to me when I turned off his radio. I mean, if you turned off my radio, I'd probably be
again.
pretty angry too. Just throwing that out
that
there.
one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing as far as rumors go. Is there a reason you asking?
Isn't a rumor, it's real and living proof. I understand you saying everyone's forgot about this. I'm living proof.
Alright, easy now. No need to get your hackles up.
No one will believe me.
Maybe you've been out in the sun too long.
Don't understand. They said the colony was expecting us. This is ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. They said I'm gonna still answer just to see what he says, but I know why they've forgotten. It's been so many years. Colony's expecting us.
Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop.
Stop talking about Hope where there's gonna be problems. The trouble in asking a question.
Trouble's in the asking. Or don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I.
Change the subject. About those fees you wanted.
Run into any trouble?
Conrad says he can't afford to pay.
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant.
Yikes.
Gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
But didn't he... Are you suggesting extortion?
Well, that's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Wow, he's totally okay with it. We need to talk about
Grave
Eugene.
digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
Talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
You first. I know you buried him. I read a letter from Phyllis. She mentioned digging him up for his gold teeth. I got the letter.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought...
Did someone steal his body? Or did they steal the teeth and then hide the body?
His body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders.
Or rose from the dead.
Or he rose from
I like that more. Now, getting too absurd. I'll keep an eye out for them, I guess.
Let me know if you find anything.
Okay, so the one manual Parvati might have had. At least it should save again when I go in here. Oh, and the laptop isn't even plugged in properly. Whoops. I mean, it's plugged in, but not plugged in. It's plugged into the wall, but the thing was loose that you plug into the cord you plug into the actual laptop. There, we plugged in. We plugged in now. Healer finishes stack, since will automatically reload with another of the same type if available. I've only seen adrenaline time to put in it though. Oh, am I supposed to talk to the guy upstairs for the book? I mean, I can at least ask him about other Adelaide. Everybody's gonna judge you for being a raider clothing. I mean, I chose to put her in it, but still. I like this elevator music. Wait, is it not up here then?
If you could see your way to getting us our power back, I'd appreciate it.
Talk to you about something. Taking a look around your town lately.
It is my job to keep two eyes on my town.
How long have you worked here? Town's falling to pieces. Your loyal spacer's choice. It's falling to pieces.
I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
You disagree? Doesn't make it any less true. You disagree?
Yes, as a matter of fact. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see.
Decent, hardworking people, a family.
We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. We are all doing what we were brought into this world to do.
How long have you worked here?
I'm trying to remember, 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, the years just rush by.
So does that mean he doesn't even know his own age, I wonder?
Together. I remember looking out this window and seeing the veils spread out from horizon to horizon.
And did it all stop because of the deserters?
Rolling town. We were booming. Times change, people change, but the veil will always be here.
Your loyal Spacer's Choice.
This is a Spacer's Choice town. We're all
They keep
part
us
of
fed
this.
and working.
Loyalty's got nothing to do with it, friend. This is good old-fashioned gratitude.
Something else.
Go ahead.
What makes you think I can convince those deserters to come back?
That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. Adelaide and her folk loathe the people of Edgewater, you see. I admit the fault was mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid. I just hope Adelaide and her folk will see their way past my flaws and return to town.
You see how sometimes people move on to the way of things? This is an ugly place to live. Of course people are going to walk away. Of course people are going to walk away.
Nature is uglier. There is safety here. Safety and purpose. But not all of us see that. And I cannot force that vision upon them. Yes, we have lost good workers to desertion. We have lost even more to plague. But it is why we must square our shoulders and carry on.
You and Adelaide have a personal history.
Losing Adelaide was the hardest. She was our only flavor specialist. When she walked away, I knew we were in trouble.
What could he have done to kept her, I wonder?
Saltuna is renowned across the system for its quality flavors and additives. We used to sell citrus-flavored Saltuna in our heyday. Ever since Adelaide left, we have been reduced to selling unflavored and spearmint.
Good lord. I can't imagine all these flavors. I mean, I can imagine them, and it's horrible. We have to have a word about this plague.
Can we not? Talking about unpleasant things.
Well, can I actually help people with the
my
plague?
bile up.
Hold medicine for your own worker. How long has that been happening?
That I cannot say. There was no moment when the plagues began. Disease always lurks on the fringes of society. But in the last 10 years, the plagues have become progressively worse and increasingly
Probably because they don't help the people. Should have developed an immunity after repeated exposure to a single strain of contagion. Things are going badly. These last years, everyone got sick. Medical.
Corporate doesn't like us using the word should.
It encourages imagination.
I believe plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty and our
because it's basically religion, the way they are so adamant about their company. Withhold medicine from your own workers.
If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't. I can't save everyone. So I have to choose.
This can't be easy for you. That's monstrous. You let Adelaide's son die. That's monstrous.
Yes, it is. And it's necessary. Spacer's choice is a family. And the survival...
Seem pretty fixed on bringing Adelaide back to town.
Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible.
Use they do eat the tumors. Sounds disgusting. Don't you people eat anything other than Saltuna?
Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to
I wonder,
the
do they
body of humans.
fish it here?
But
Rock and
and
Stone,
this
you're
is
never
something
alone.
we must keep between the two of
Hi,
us.
hi, Onion. How you doing tonight?
Saltuna is hard to come by. What with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world.
Hang on, so what are you canning here? What world is that? You should really try eating a vegetable. The bear. Wait, I think they're canning sprats from what we've seen, which are space rats, but it's like, why have a tuna canning facility on a planet that doesn't even have salt tuna? What are you canning here?
Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the
That
surrounding
bear, I know it's so
environment.
slow.
Mostly
I made it
organic,
as slow as I could.
Mostly local
Almost.
mushrooms. Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of saltuna. The difference is all but impossible to detect to any but the prissiest of palate. Go ahead.
Okay, it says 32. Is it right on the second floor here, the one book? How are you doing though? How goes Outer Worlds? It's pretty fun. I'm definitely enjoying it. Yeah, it was just upstairs there. Started late tonight. I managed to set up the desk after all. Or not desk, but table. So I'm on the new PC and I might be streaming exclusively off it from now on. We'll see how it goes. But how are you doing? Guide to Mechanical Engineering Volume 2. And we're going to work on these side quests just because I think it'll cancel the side quests if I turn on the Veil people. Doing good, had some dinner not too long ago. What time is it for you? I mean, it's like almost 3 a.m. for me. Twice the speed, half the price, Adrenatime. Be a better you with Adrenatime. I've seen screenshots, so I know there's either a person in the game actually wearing that moon mask, or it's you yourself get the moon mask and can wear it, because I know I've seen pictures of a character in-game. Doing good, had dinner not too long ago. I got rid of someone toxic too. Do you mean in your stream? So that was fun. GG to that. Who was it? Was it just a rando? Thankfully it looks like the bug of the keyboard and controller seems to have fixed. Don't jinx it, Furball. Don't jinx it, please. I swear to dog. I'm trying to avoid enemies, just so I don't have to loot them and become over-encumbered. Okay, so the journal is here. Personally irregular, but I have my suspicions, you could say. Was it the outlaw, question mark? I mean, you don't need to go into detail or anything, but enough about that. Have you had dinner? I had dinner a long time ago. I just made, like, a sandwich.
Inside voices.
No, okay. Oh, wrong button. Keep pushing wrong button. I wonder if I can one-hit stealth kill them. Is their armor too much for the shotgun? Oh god, they're out there. Parvati is losing a lot of health. Okay, this seems to do good damage. Okay, I need to put her on defensive. And then hope that she'll only, like, attack the people I do. Ooh, a Drano. You know, mini burritos though, so I became a war criminal. No, Onion! Why? There, hopefully defensive will stop her from running up like that. What the heck, Onion? Well, actually, I expect that fully from Onion, so I can't say anything. That gun uses heavy ammo, right? Yes, that uses heavy ammo. I don't know if that automatically makes it pure stuff. Oh, I did sell my laser rifle. I thought I had 2 laser rifles. Vale Community Center. I might actually loot everything in here. When indentured servants are freed, anarchy soon follows. Oh no. So one of the books are in here, and then I don't know where the third one is. This impact hammer is probably loud. No, apparently not. Oh, I'm only at 67 weight.
Here we go. Nice work.
I'm thirsty, which, oh gosh, he fell apart. I fall apart sometimes too, teardrop. Oh, Sprat.
Here we go.
This does such... They're not dropping any loot. This does too much damage to not use it. First aid room key. I want to get experience to open it though. Or experience from lockpicking or whatever. Where are you? Okay, I need to use slow time. Oh, is it this room is barred?
Incoming.
They look like clowns, no joke. It's hammer time, it really is. Okay, that's the bathroom. This is the barred room. Is this the first aid room? I almost feel like not looting this place and coming back later when I have space. Oh, I don't have a high enough thing to open it. So I guess I need the card after all. Mechanical engineering. I will avoid looting everything and I'll come back here later. Like I said, I just don't want to go back to being over-encumbered, especially when I have to go into multiple areas. I wonder if we'll have to kill Zoe then. Will she actually be the leader of those marauders? Will they actually have let her take over? Fake windows. But every house is just like pre-constructed, so I can see how you just stick those on after. Oh god, now Furball jinxed it and now the cord thing is happening. Oh yeah, that is the idol. That is third person view. Okay, it did save a minute ago. Don't blame me, I knocked on wood. Yeah, but you said it out loud, man. You said it out loud. Oh, did it stop? It might have actually stopped. I just have to remember to call out Furball on everything, and it fixes. Good, 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 good. You said it out loud, I just typed it. Same thing! Okay, avoid the monkeys. Till later, we'll kill them all later. I don't know anybody who ever came out this far. Are the enemies getting stronger too? Because I can't like one-hit kill them anymore. Oh. Oh. At least it did save. It did checkpoint when I either started leaving that place or whatever. I kind of want to try to find Zoe before I end for the night. I wonder where the third mechanical engineer thing is. If it's in the geothermal plant that I have to go to for the other main quest. I don't know why it saves when I leave and not after I've exited. Oh, I think I have some Doritos in the other room I can eat. Oh, snap. What the heck? Oh, thank you for feeding me. It does the same sound. I need to have a different sound. And I don't think you can select no sound, sadly. Unless you, like, uploaded a clip of silence and added it in. I assume the map ends where that lava is. And I guess that's why they have a geothermal plant. Oh, did I save after changing per body to defensive? Excuse me, I don't know why I'm burping. Okay, so there are mines there again. Is that actually a person there? Oh, she looks alive. I wonder if I can disable these. Nope. You cannot disable mines. And then it's concussed me. I'll see if she's red to me. Looks like it.
Right in the vitals. Stand and deliver.
Oh. Nope, she really did become the bandit queen. Inventory, food stuff, and we'll just eat a basic healing thing. Very slow increased healing, but still. Okay, so yeah. The only settings I have with her are passive where she does nothing, defensive where she does nothing unless I order her to, and then aggressive where she kills absolutely everything. I wish she'd attack the things I attack and nothing else, just so that she wouldn't run forward too much. Now I know that she alerts absolutely everyone. I'll see if I can just like headshot her with the rifle, though it doesn't do that much damage. Stupid saving outside the place. Relic's still on. Warhammer 40k Inquisitor. I think I played that and I didn't like it that much. It plays a bit like Diablo, but some of the stuff seems so dumb. Like, I got some two-handed weapon, and it just has an ability where you spin around doing damage to things around you, and I literally just used that for the next 3 days of playing. I did nothing but spun around everywhere and killed everything. And I was like, well, that's not particularly fun. Then why did you play that way, Sasha? Because it was easy. The revolver? I could try using the revolver instead of this. Because while it shoots so much slower, it does so much damage. While the voices in Sasha's head are mean, they really are. And I live with them all the time. Fine. Oh, they're blowing up by their own mines. God dang, they are doing a lot of damage. I mean, I know I'm playing on the hardest game mode, but still. I do though know that my melee damage does crazy damage. And of course we have to transition back outside. Ridiculous. Okay, last time I'll try, I think, for now, because then it's getting too late. We can snipe people with that revolver. I can't just tab multiple times in a row to switch weapons, like the fourth slot, tap 3 times. It makes me do it one at a time. And it only counts as a silent kill if I wanted to kill them with, like, the melee weapon. Run, 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 run. Nope. One more time. One more time. We'll switch to the heavy gun. Just because it can hold so many, whatchamacallit, bullets at once. Ridiculous. It booped me with its snoot, quite literally. Just the mouth touched me and... Ah! Okay, so we'll revolver kill one guy, blow up the place, then switch to heavy gun and just hope for murder. The canids seem deadlier than the people. I might actually have to aim for them. Tarot ray? War crimes, you could say. I'm about ready to commit some. Pristine IDs are more than shiny. Are they, though? All they need to be is shiny. Oh, and I have... Grenade launcher uses heavy ammo. But it has 49 shots. Oh, and it uses like 8 bullets more per shot. That's fine. That could actually help me a lot. I don't know how many weapon parts it will take to... He's just putting them to sleep with friendly bullets. I know, exactly. It's just like when I played that Strix game, or Styx game, and I put people to sleep with my comfy dagger. I'd poke them and they fall asleep. Oh god. That one's too close range. No, 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 no. This is going better, this is going better. Oh, are they out of combat now? I forgot that if I run away far enough, they just give up.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Now you're the first. Congratulations.
What's that noise?
Here they come!
I don't know if heavy ammo automatically bypasses armor. Actually, this is using a bunch of heavy ammo anyways, so... Be stronger, Sasha. Rock and stone to the bone! Okay, grenade launcher is amazing. But I wouldn't be surprised if it takes like 50 weapon parts to repair it as its durability goes down. Character... I can get another perk. Okay, tactical time dilation is nice. Damage when alone, meh. Walk speed, useless. Sprint speed, useless. Less durability, armor loss is nice. Pain and crit chance, don't care. Armor is nice. Ammo and consumable stock and vendors, useless. More carrying capacity, I'm absolutely going for that. Faster recharge speed, ability to fast travel unencumbered, XP companion kills, vendor prices. Let us go for the 550 kg carrying capacity. I think I needed 26 persuade to talk to someone about something before. Pickpocket from people. Unlock restricted items in vending machines. Find more bits in containers. Let's just go like that, 5 to each. There's the RE music again. Oh, someone's up there. Guillemine and Trim? Oh, that must be one of the people for the bounty quests. And I did everything, and then I lose to a single enemy hiding behind gear. At least I know I can do it now with... One more try, I keep saying that. Now I know with the grenade launcher, it is... I can totally do it. Just blow stuff up. Use all my heavy ammo. Auntie Cleo's better than nature. And she makes all the drugs and stuff, apparently. I do have the minigun that uses light ammo too, I think. You wanted a heavy weapon that uses light ammo? Here you go! And I have so many light ammo, so I really could use it and not care. I wonder how many bullets it can hold in it. I mean, like in its clip. Magazine, whatever. I'll learn eventually to say the right thing. Light machine gun does 19 as opposed to this is 22. Magazine size is 90. Oh wow, and it doesn't even have any wind-up. It probably degrades its durability super fast, I'm guessing, though. Oh, and I forgot that I can jump sideways and such. And backwards. You've got that dodge. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, 8 heavy ammo for 1 grenade. That seems like a fair trade to me. Especially when I've got 281 of it, and I've only explored the first area. I'm not even gonna stealth. No, no, no! I mean, I'm sure when I get armor later in the game, I'll absolutely be able to. Sasha, you don't have to play on the absolute hardcore setting. Yes, I do. You don't know me. Yes, I do. I want to end for the night, but I want to finish this quest. I want to shoot that person in their big old face. I wonder if I can have more than one companion with me at a time. I could tell Parvati to go fight. I think I just push the down button while aiming at something, or the up button, and it'll target them. I could also, if I find a workbench, try equipping the grenade launcher. It seems rare enough and valuable enough to actually put mods on. Oh, and a regular assault rifle? Oh, that's probably the one I had in the third... Or no. Light assault rifle, 18 damage. Heavy, 28 damage. So that's even a stronger version. It's 24 bullets. 30 bullets. He's cracking, keep up the pressure! I was about to say, that aim looks wonky and it wasn't even aiming. Ooh, it's like gold plated. Pleated, what? At least with that light machine gun, I won't have to worry about running out of ammo in the middle of a fight, I would hope. Unless it shoots like super duper fast. And then reload. And I forgot, if I run far enough and they don't kill me, they will reset. I need to use that to my advantage more. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm even afraid to poke my head out. God dang. I should increase medicine so that I think the inhaler will heal for more.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
I keep wanting to push square to use it. Did any bodies fly around? No? Okay. Run. Oh god, run, run, run. Pow right in the vitals. Oh, is my armor running low on durability? No! I know I can do this. I know I can do this. Even if I'm spending, like, I've already spent a half hour longer than I planned to. I switched to the melee weapon just thinking I could get the dogs. Fast and light drives, commonly... Oh! Itzy Kari Kurt is raiding. Thank you for the raid, Kari. Or Kara Kurt. How are you doing tonight? I am suffering. But I hope you had a lovely night and a lovely stream. What were you playing? Hopefully they didn't get like an ad right away. Because good lord. I know ads are on half the time. Hold the line! But yeah, you'd think raids would be oblivious to ads. I'm here from the raid. Hello all. Hi there, Ippy. How are you doing tonight? I'm suffering. I'm dying at the same spot again and again. But I refuse to give up. I refuse. And hello to anybody new here from the raid. My name's Sasha. Despite how I look, I am in fact a boy. And I stream literally every single night in case you're ever bored at this time of day. I am about to end. I typically do around this time. But I've gone further than I planned on. Because I am adamant about beating this part. Oh, thank you for the head pat. Oh, since I've got the new PC now, I can actually... Oh god, now it's bugging out. You can see the things in the top left. I shouldn't have touched it, I shouldn't have touched it. Ignore it, ignore it. Okay, grenade to blow everybody up. It did fix itself once on its own. There, I wiggled the never mind. I did nothing. See? I don't know, man. Sounds sus. I actually managed to kill a bunch of them before they reached me, so that's good. I'm not sure... Oh god, got that. They all turned around, they all turned around. Oh, that's the... That was my perk that made him blink like that, or flinch like that. I think that's the bounty target. I mentioned I did nothing and it fixed, and you touched it again. I like touching things. Gillian Antomb's figure, Marauder from the Emerald region. Retro heavy power armor. Okay, we'll equip that. If it lets me. Oh god, it might not. Yep, because it's bugging out, it won't let me. But I'll still just try to kill the people.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
And then we run already. Just because they're doing way too much damage. I really shouldn't have her in that raider armor, because I keep thinking she is a raider. Dang, Sash, remind me not to mess with you. But even if I remind you to, you'll probably mess with me anyways, because I know how you are, Onion. I know how you are. I was hoping that slow would do something and help. It did not. See? I knew it. Oh god, the monkeys are coming. Not the monkeys! I love that bear. Well, I'll keep it around, don't you worry. Okay. I see the controls on the left spazzing out. Is that for you too? Yes, that is for me too. That is a problem with, what is it? During your adventure, you may happen trigger a flaw. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. But yeah, it's a problem with remote play. And it thinks I'm playing with PC controls, even though I'm playing off of the console via my PC. Pathecophobia. After repeatedly getting beat up by primals didn't even hit me. You no longer function well when they attack you or your companions. So minus dex, perception, and temperament when I'm near those gorillas. But I permanently get 1 perk point. I wonder how much I'll see the gorillas. Like, will they only be on this planet? I kind of feel like I should accept it for a perk point. Will it tell me where my... Will it tell me if I have somewhere the whatchamacallit? Yeah, flaws, pathecophobia. Consider this a ban. I shall exile myself. Sounds good. I'll see you later. No, I didn't say I'll see you later. I say I banned myself. No, we'll see you later. Oh my god, Parvati died. Okay, I really will have to reconsider playing it, and I'll have to do it another night. Continue. We will wind down for the night. Relic says she's playing with Ryan. I don't know if I've ever raided him. I know in the past he's raided me before. Why is this not staying here? I think that's the right name. Let us see. Hey, it is the right name. But yes, thank you for sending me the raid earlier. Thank you to everybody coming out. Sorry I started so late tonight. I probably will continue this game tomorrow because I'm enjoying it. I will be playing off of... What is it? I will be playing off of... Oh, good lord. See, it's letting you clear the redeems. That was all at once. Raid 1. Raid 2. Hydrate I will do as I leave. Thank you. But yeah, thank you to everybody coming out tonight. I'll be back playing this. I am going to message my art sibling Keone and see if she wants to play something sometime, because she was asking me about that, but I wanted to get the new PC set up so it would work perfectly. But yes, goodbye, goodbye. Have a nice night. Say hi to Ryan. Peace out.
Hello, Sasha. Hello. Thanks so much for coming. How's it going? Hello, I'm Ryan Records, a spooky ghost VTuber, and I'm fresh from the underworld playing some Warhammer 40k with my homies. And playing some Warhammer Wizards. Yo, baby, I'll get some hello. For the follows, oh my gosh. Yanya is here. If you want to follow HD, thank you. It's pretty good tonight. What were you streaming this evening? Check a good stream. I'm having an awesome night. Thank you so much. It's good to see you here. I'm so glad to see you. This is awesome. Outer Worlds RPG a bit like Fallout started lately because I was setting up a table for my new PC. I see. Interesting. I've seen Outer Worlds. It looks like a really cool game. How was it? New PC. Congratulations. By the way. What's your, what kind of PC did you get? Tell me all about it. Unless you need to go, like, do kitty things and halfway things and do post-stream stuff. But if you don't, tell me all about it. Thank you so much, Sasha, for the rating on that. Oh gosh, this guy's almost better.